What's going on, guys? It's Boy Maximum RPM coming at you with another video today. And if you guys haven't seen it, this is the Dodge Power Wagon that we're painting up for my dad's TRX4 Sport. There's the bed of it. We got the headlights over there. We are going to attempt to paint the outside and give it an old, beat-down military truck look. Just shake the can, I'll talk over you. This is our first time. If you want to see it done right, check out Johnny Rains. He just painted one yesterday or the day before, and it was amazing. I mean, the guy always paints amazing. His work is just spectacular. Alright, guys, we'll get right back to you soon. This is Tamiya paint. It is PS polycarbonate. It will help the paint adhere.
PS is the Tamiya paint you want to use for a polycarbonate shell, or Lexan.
We made that mistake when we painted up his Chevy body for the Slash.
The paint that we got, most of it is TS, which is an enamel, and the only reason that we did that was because that had the color selection we wanted. So what we're going to do is, even though white isn't part of our color scheme, we're going to try and prime it with that and hope that we can get the other stuff to stick.
So,
here goes nothing.
Here we go.
You want to switch sides?
Yeah.
So pause every now and then to give the can a good shake. Keep everything mixed up good.
Sorry about the mess, guys. We've been working quite a bit, but alright, I'm gonna pause and take a step back and let this all settle so my lens doesn't get foggy. Making sure that I stay far enough back. Probably should have taken like a plastic bag and stuck it over my lens, but then it looked like I was recording out of a plastic bag. And always make sure that when you're painting, guys, you have good ventilation. We got a big basement door that we have open, so we got good ventilation. Alright, we'll get this on and I'll get back to you. Alright, we got the cab, the bed, and the buckets painted. We'll be back down in...
Just one more tip. We did paint the outside of the body. The outside of the body always comes covered with this little thin film of plastic. And if you are going to try to paint the outside, make sure you remove that film before you get going. If you get excited, you can...
waste a lot of money on paint.
Yep. So
we're going to give this about an hour to dry or so.
Something like that.
We'll be back down for the second coat. And I'm actually going to be trying to edit this clip together, so we'll see how it goes. It might be a little dodgy, but we'll give it our best run. Alright, guys. We'll be back in about an hour. Alright, here's the next paint color that we're going with. Once again, it is from Tamiya. So let's get right into this next coat. I'm going to be using my zoom lens so I can stand back and not worry about my camera getting ruined. Hopefully this will look pretty good by the time we're done. We're not exactly Johnny Rains, but
not even close.
We'll give it our best shot. Like I said, guys, if you want to see someone do a really good job, go check out Johnny. He's got a little more skill than us. Alright, I'll put you back on in just a second. Moving on to the bed now. It actually looks pretty good in just that red alone. Most people paint the inside of the body because on the outside it can get damaged, the paint. But we're going to do our best and see what we can do.
It may just be a shelf clean, but...
It's probably just going to be.
Unless we ever actually go to a
competition.
Which we haven't been to one yet, so likelihood is pretty low that we're gonna, but...
We got a wicked shelf queen. Alright, we'll be back in a minute. Real quick, guys, I just wanted to show off this cool banner that my mom and dad got me. So I just want to say thanks, guys. It's pretty cool. I obviously we'll work on pinning up a little bit better in the future, but we're going to get the basement finished first. So here we have the truck. I think it looks pretty good. And
yeah. It's don't forget we put the weight on. There was a purpose for it, and the only reason that we did put it on was just to give the base layer something to stick to. So we'll let this drop a little bit, and we'll see where we shake out.
We got the headlights too, and we've got our salt there in the background. So we'll be back in a little bit, and we'll let you know how it went. See you around. All right, we're back. So now we're going to be applying the rock salt, and we're going to show you a little tip on how to do that.
I'm gonna try. I don't know if this is right or not.
Well,
a little moisture on top.
We're going to take our best shot at it.
Just enough to get it to stick.
Let your paint dry, obviously, guys. We've been watching the new version of Magnum PI, so we have very scientific way to make sure that it has been about an hour in between coats. You know, it's kind of a shame that we have to paint over this. I kind of like this red, but, you know, I think it'll look pretty good at the end. It's just moving it around.
Okay, let's see if we can get a little salt to stick for what we're doing here.
This is just regular sea salt, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll get the thing open and be right back. Alright, adding a little more water. We're trying to make it look like it's weathered, which is the whole salt idea. And the best way to do that is to put it in locations that would normally be exposed to the elements the most, such as the hood and right along in towards the inner fenders. So this is just like regular rock salt that we picked up at the
That's not rock salt, sea salt.
or sea salt. Just pick that up at Dollar Tree or something. You can find salt anywhere. But we're no professional guys. We're just trying to see if we can get an idea to work off of our interpretation. But you know, it's a learning process. If it doesn't work, we'll use it as a basher body. And hopefully it works, though. I'd like to see this turn out pretty good. We'll get her all salted up, and we'll be right back. Oh yeah, one more tip, guys. Don't forget to mask off your windows. I think I forgot to mention that earlier. But Proline, and I'm pretty sure just about every company that you can get the bodies from will send you masking, like things to mask off with. But yeah, we'll get back to you in a minute. We're going to try misting it on with a Windex bottle that we cleaned out thoroughly. Once again, guys, no clue if this is how you're supposed to do it, but this is how we're learning. And if our mistakes can help you guys learn, then that's good enough. We'll get back to you in a minute. Alright, just showing off what we have here. So if you're looking to get it, well, often trucks get rusty right along the bottom edge of the body and heavily on the tailgate. We're also giving it a try at the lights. If it turns out how we want, it should look pretty good. Be back in a minute. Here's the next color that we're going to be going with. Once again, this is from Tamiya. Probably should have let it dry a little bit more, but yeah, we're learning. The only way to learn is to make some mistakes. Once again, here's the color. There we go. There we go. Camera was focusing in weird. Alright, I'll get back to you in a little bit. Alright, here's the progress that we've made so far. And, yeah. I think it looks pretty good so far, and, we don't have to worry about here, because that's just the masking part, and that'll come off, but... Once again, guys, we're in no ways professionals. We're just trying to have a good time and, see if we can make something cool. But, we'll get back to you on the next one, guys. Yep, see you around. Just doing a little bit of a touch-up coat to what we have down so far. We'll be right back. Not sure if this is 100% accurate on what you're supposed to do. We got a lot of salt on there, but we're learning. Kind of looks like one of those, you know, the chocolate candy, or the chocolate ice creams with like the coconut flakes or whatever it is. That's what I think of when I see this. Right in there is kind of what you're looking for on older rusty trucks. Really putting the salt to it, but we're not putting a whole lot of paint on it, like a bunch of coats. So we think this is what we're supposed to do. So yeah, we think this is about what we're supposed to be doing, is putting a lot of salt. I mean, kind of makes sense, not a whole lot of coats, but we can really cover a lot of ground with this. But as you can see here, this will, when it's all gone, will leave a lot of the second coat, which is what you will actually see if you look up old rusty trucks, or if you've ever seen one in person. I mean, I don't know.
Who hasn't around here?
Yeah, up here in the North Country, they throw salt down on the roads to melt the ice, and kind of tears up our rigs. But yeah, just look up rusty trucks and you'll see what we're going for. And yep. Next. Alright, we're going to head up, watch some more Magnum PI, and we'll come back down in about a half hour when this is dry, and we'll really give it to it for the green, and I'll show that off ahead of time so I don't forget. This is the next one that we're doing. Once again, Tamiya colors. Alright, next. Alright, now it's time for the coat of green. I'm going to make you guys wait for it. I'll do the reveal in another video. So,
okay. And another thing, before we go any farther, whether this turns out or whether it doesn't, we want to send you guys over to Johnny Rain's Custom RC. He does all kinds of cool videos. He does them right. He makes the bodies look fantastic. Whether this comes out or whether it doesn't, Johnny inspired us by watching his videos to kind of leave our safe zone, try something new, and we want to thank him for that, because I didn't ever thought of doing that. And, well, if this turns out great, I want to thank him for that, too.
And if I can figure out how, guys, I'll leave a link in the description to his last video. I think I figured it out, and if I can, I will. So, let's get right into it.
There he goes.
Ooh, I like that green.
What we were going for was kind of a military green.
Like an old military truck that had been left out.
Personally, I'd like this just a little bit lighter, but...
I like it. I think it's perfect.
We'll run with it and see what we got.
And I know exactly how we're going to reveal this thing. Once again, Dad, don't forget about the headlights.
Yep. We'll come back to those. Not even 100% sure we're going to put the headlights on, but just in case you do,
We'll have them.
you want to coat a color on them. Make sure you shake your paint every now and then. We don't even know if this paint is going to stick.
Hopefully.
If it doesn't, that was my fault.
Hopefully it does, though.
Johnny certainly didn't suggest to use the wrong color paint.
Yeah, we were kind of leaving this for a surprise for Johnny. And obviously everyone else, but I kind of wanted to surprise Johnny with this. And Johnny, if you've been cringing the entire time you've seen this, sorry.
I know he normally uses a lot more colors, but he understands how all this applies and lays down, and I don't. So we're just kind of winging it. We'll see how it turns out.
If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, we got another body.
We'll go back with it.
And believe me, we're very good at that. Alright, I'm going to let him finish applying, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, here's the before, and you'll have to see the after. I'll put it in a running video. I've got an idea, if you guys are catching my drift. Alright guys, that's about it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the bell notification so you get all my videos, because I upload daily. And as always, I hope that this video makes your day just a little bit better. Live life to the max, and stay awesome.